drive this thing, man, if you want to drive this bad boy, it's going to take all three of us to push it, I guarantee that.
Oh yeah, this doesn't push that hard.
Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen joins on the camera. We got Doug in the house, we got Nate in the house. Needed both of their help today to actually push the Hudson out of the shop over there. You remember the Hudson, we took 4 inches out of the car. We got it all put back together. Now it's the time to put the windows in it. Paul's coming today. Basically, that's what I'm thinking. The car has never been messed with to see if it run, started, turned over, or anything. What's the man's name we bought it off of? Wayne? Wayne said that he would oil the car up constantly over the years, the period that it sat there, 50 years, 60 years it sat there. He oiled it up. He said it ran. So what's going to happen is me and Doug will take the hood off. Nathan is going to play with it a little bit, and you can watch what he does, and let's go for it. Also, we're going to play with the 50 a little bit more. It did not get in its primer. My excuse is it didn't need to.
It would have took all night.
Nah, anyways, whatever.
Let's do it tonight then.
Maybe. Let's undo that side. And do that. Let's turn it up straight. Let's pick the hood up straight. I don't want to. Don't scratch the paint, Doug.
No, try not to, man.
It's your kneecaps.
Beautiful paint on it.
Now, we can set that down on its...
Nicely.
Oh. Bring it this way.
Oh, we got presents. 5:30.
Joe's door. Just painted that.
I guess that'll stay there like that.
Never been open.
Look at the letter on the head. Does it say Terraplane on the
Is that a
head?
Nuga-horn on the top of the motor?
Yep. Oil's nice and clean.
It is, isn't it?
Wow, it's a bit full.
Yeah, we gotta check it out, find out what's going on.
When he filled it up, he said he filled it
Basically, I didn't know.
full.
Get down on that crank and see if we get it to turn.
If I push on that belt, would that help any?
Oh, not seized.
Nice.
That's a good sign.
Yes, sir.
Need compression?
We're missing a spark plug.
Yeah. Oh, it is, yeah. Yeah, how you doing?
What can I say? There was no keys to this bad boy.
Solenoid's right on the starter. That's nice. There's the solenoid. There's the start wire right there.
Doug,
It's easy to put it with
if you want to take a flathead screwdriver and pull these off, you're going to have a small screwdriver to get them off because they're hard to get off. And what am I going to say now? Yeah, they're hard to get off. So just be careful taking them off. Basically, I'm going to pull the welder over. You want the stubby, or you might want.
Distributor back there. Never worked on one of
You want a
these. These
stubby
would be
one
all
with a
new
flathead.
goings on this.
That
There's the
flathead
distributor
work on
back
it, but
there.
You want a stubby for one of them. Right there.
Okay, my head's not flat.
Look at the plugs.
Take that with you. And keep the screws with them, please, and thank you.
Where's the other two? 5/6 right there. 5/6. They must have been dumping oil in it all the time. Pulling the
That's what was going on. He was dumping
all
oil
the
in it.
plugs are loose, yeah. Distributor's right there. How to get that little light duct we had?
You want a light?
I want that little. Is that little one there? Yeah, there's a nice. That there works
I
good.
don't know
Eh?
if it even works. Is it?
I saw the light.
I don't want
channels.
to. I don't want to tell the truth.
The whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Getting the windows put in it today, so getting the windows put in it today. Hopefully.
Let's pop this off and get this out of the way so we can get down in there a little further. So we'll the bottom of this one, clamp. Not clamp on that one. Clamp on that one. Get up off the way. It's oil bath.
You can set them,
Where's that?
if you put the screws, take the screws right to them, you can set them in the back seat, be fine. Take the screw right to the light, please. Where did the
Let's finish somewhere.
How long did you guys say it's sitting?
There it is.
Really hiding on.
I can't remember. How long has it been sitting?
60 years? Something like that, 50 years, 60 years? I was just, don't let her go, Nate. I was right behind you.
I'll try now.
Blew the hair right off me. I mean, you was already going.
Either one you got in here.
Shh, Duckles. Shh, Duckles.
I'm going to put the jack in this car and pull it over a little bit. I've got to, this is what I'm going to do this morning. I've got the door on this car. Every time we go to shut it, it's not working right. It's hanging down quite a ways. So what we're going to do is we're going to loosen that bottom hinge on this car. We try to get it off by using the method that it requires, but it's not going to work. So I'm going to do some welding on the hinges and try to abstract them bolts down there so we can put some new ones in it to get it so we can make it fit right. It's going to take some time to do that, to get it to work, but it has to be done. That's basically where it's at for me. Doing that. I need a die grinder. I need a die grinder. And all four of them, and I need to do that too, Nathan?
Just, what's that?
All four of them bolts are...
Yeah.
I asked you again, I just didn't want it to be true.
We had that little discussion, didn't we?
I know we had that discussion, and I just
the
didn't
blowguns
want...
must be all hiding somewhere, are they, Chad?
The what?
Blowguns. Oh, the Big Bertha's there. Big Bertha's there.
Did anybody turn the air on yet?
I just checked, it's on, yep.
Okay, cool. Find your way, you and my... I'm gonna open this door up.
You're just blowing the stuff out from around the spark plug. We'll probably see if we can just get it to turn over. It's not seized, so if we can turn it, see if the starter will turn it over first. And then... Thanks, Chad.
Get off your hose, what you telling me?
Yeah, man, thanks. The distributor doesn't look corroded bad at all, really, but we'll clean the bolts a little bit.
Another little favor of you, Doug. When you get that light, put it in there. I'll take the jack stand and get it underneath the pump in the car. I just want to pull it over this way a little bit. And I'll help you pull it over when it comes time. But actually, I'm going to get it for you. I'm going to use that welder. Yeah. We're going to be pulling it this way. So I don't know if you want to get it on, put on this, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's a jack on that side or not. Just going to try to pull it over some. Oh, okay, yeah, you just pump it up there.
Yeah, it's just turn over. We'll put 12 volts to the starter and try it that way, just turn it over. Let's see if the starter works, but we'll figure out 6 volts for that
Good now?
coil.
That seems to be good, don't it? Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's good, Doug. I'm happy there?
Yeah, there's good
I think so.
So do we got a battery, Chad, or do I just pop battery out of this? I'm just gonna try to turn it over.
Hard pop battery out of this would be probably the easiest thing to do. Not saying it's the
I'm just
thing
gonna
to do.
put the charger up.
I have, what do I have? I have both charging systems over there not plugged in. That's what I have. My favorite thing to do is not weld nuts to door bolts, but it is what it is. Has to be done. Has to be done. Doug, it has to be done, buddy. A very little wire left. Just enough to do it, probably. No gas.
Gas?
We should be consistent. No wire, no gas. Big smile on your face. Oh, good, man.
There's no gas in that.
Still no gas in it?
No.
I don't know.
Ain't got no gas in it.
This one here, I'm going to just pull this one back and I'll use that one.
I'm gonna try unbolting that. I'm not gonna trust that wire.
What time you got to take off, Doug?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Yes. 9 o'clock, Joe?
See you later, Doug.
You got skating today, Douglas?
Don't out-skate the kids.
I'm sure you would, though.
Most of them, not much. Not doing this community service.
It's not community service that you're doing?
It's not something that I need to do.
Just want to see what that looks like.
You like going up and skating with all the mummies?
There's no mummies there.
Oh, there's just daddies?
There's not really many parents there really at all.
Oh, wow. All right, later, Douglas.
I just want to unhook that power from the main harness, just in case anything inside's a little crabby.
Nathan going for it.
Now we're just going to have a look, see if the starter works.
Me and Jolene had quite a conversation over this thing last night. I said, yeah, we'll pull the front end off that and get started putting the motor in it. And don't you dare, she said. And I said, what? I suppose if it worked good, I mean, it'd be great, but I mean...
It'd be as reliable and easy to get parts for as a 350.
I'm not sure if...
Snitch, right.
It is a piece of history. It is.
So what is it called? A Hudson Terraplane? Is that what it's called? Yeah, it's over full of oil because he was dumping it down through the piston. I imagine that's why. That ain't gonna hurt it now. It's not leaking out the seals or nothing yet.
I had...
All right, we're gonna unhook the
We
power
had all
from
kinds of
inside.
fun doing this one, didn't we? It's all kinds of fun doing this one.
Trust that wire or not. We're just gonna
All kinds of fun doing
battery
this one.
cable.
It'd be nice to be able to take it up and down the road.
I like the style of it. Like,
Yeah, oh yeah, the style of it's cooler than dang it, I think. But it's one thing to make it look good, it's another thing to make it run up and down the road,
yeah.
isn't it? This is what I'm doing here if you want to take a peeky boo-boo. The door is not fitting that well. We have, you know, the Phillips screw down there in the bottom of the hinge. Instead of trying to do the pins, we were just going to maybe shim this piece down here to pull the back up. If the door was closed, if this hinge here was shimmed out this way a little bit, it would pull the back of the door up, and then we'd close a little bit better. So basically that's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to try to get them out. You can see how that one's all honed out there now. So I'm going to heat it up with the welder, put a round spot on it, or put a little spot on there, welded up, and then I'm going to put a nut over top of that, and then I'm going to try it again. I'm not sure if I should try maybe a washer on that first, or just nut it, or just not sure. Let's do it though. I think I heard noise.
There's the file and stuff. Before we do get it going, we'll have to vacuum that installer there if it does ever turn over. Okay, 5/16. 5/16 wrench. Get that other wire off. Someday, Chad, we gotta hang this stuff up.
Don't you like being confused every day?
Get you going, get you thinking. Yeah. Never a dull moment.
Pretty big and you can't find a washer to weld to your car. But it is what it is.
I brought my jumpers today. Chad was trying to give me 5 different things to do this morning. He was on it there this morning. Which one do you want to do first? 5 different things, huh? Whichever you think, I guess, Chad.
I'll have to go buy some nuts to put on the... Oh, I don't want that.
Alright, so we unhooked that. Unhooked the main power from the car. That way we're not putting no juice back into the car harness. Then, I know it's a 6-volt starter, but we're just going to touch it with a little 12.
That won't hurt none, will
Ain't
it?
gonna hurt
Just
it
turn it
none.
over a little faster, won't
Yeah.
it?
We're just going to see. Might lay a rag over top in case there's still any oil on top of the pistons too, maybe, but I imagine it's all settled down. What do you got going on here now? Just like an extension cord. It's all raveled together.
Hoping we got gas in this one. You got it. I think we're emptying this gas too.
Right to there.
Do you want me to close that door for you, sweetheart?
And we're going to ground it right to the motor. It's got ground. Try it. Now, the only thing I didn't gear up yet.
So you're just going to whirl it over and see the
I'm
starter
just going
work?
to see if the starter's going to work to turn it over. It turns over by hands, yeah. So we're just going to bump it over to see if it's going to go into crank or not. I'm going to spray that drive because I see the drive is an external drive. Spray it with some lube. And I want a piece of wire. Could jump it with a screwdriver, but
Stop it.
piece of wire on that. Side cutters. Piece of wire. Where's them strippers at?
I slid down on me a little bit there.
Come on. There we go.
Pair of pliers. I think my fingers are going to be the master on that.
Okay, and
So what I did is I welded a
lube.
spot of weld on that I feel like it's going to hold on. I'm gonna weld a nut on this. Like this whole thing.
External starter drive. Spray that down. Seized or not.
Hoping and a praying.
Just spraying some lube on that external starter drive. We don't know nothing about it. We're just gonna see maybe turns over a little bit or not. Everything is unhooked. Plugs are all out. See if I got any juice here or not. What about these old booster cables here?
I've had
I lost ground up there, but
so many nice pairs of needle nose pliers, and I have no idea where they're all at. I kind of lost them on the way, I guess.
needle nails?
Yeah, I got one set and they're no good for nothing.
Ground might have to go right down the starter, but
Oh, look at that.
okay. Well, all right. It's not turning over real fast, but we're on our set there a little bit. I'll crank over again, see if it has any fire after. Just leave that off for now. It does turn over all right. All right. Now we'll go back to the other side.
Size things.
It wouldn't turn over real fast, but it was turning over.
Is it the battery going dead or?
Yeah. See what's down in there. I might dump a little bit more oil down in it too and turn it over some more. I'll have a look at these points and see if they're they give you some room, but let's see what we got here. The mouse house. A little bit of stuff down in that distributor, but not much. We'll have a better look at them, but they're hard to get at. The rotor button looks good.
Hey, there we go.
Opened up and we'll turn it over to where it open up. If I can turn it over to where it opens up and then we'll clean it a little bit. And we'll put some more oil in there. See, compression, I don't have enough power to turn over. Should be coming up on there now. Oh, there she goes. It's a hard spot to see them, but they did open up. Alright. They got the adjustable screw type of point hit on them like the Pontiac.
Yeah, like the
Or like the race car.
yeah.
It's got that type of point.
I pulled the distributor off. I said maybe that's why it isn't working. Got that nut down in there. I threw it on the ground.
Oh yeah, you threw it. That was at the track, wasn't
It was at the track, and then I picked it up and put it back on.
What do I got?
I didn't, but someone else did.
Squeeze by.
Just funny how that happened, you know.
What can I dump down? I'm gonna dump a little bit of oil and.
I got one out, Nate.
Did ya?
I did. I'm on my second one.
Super dry. What's that stuff?
There's the first one right there. Twist it off, but I mean, just as good as being out.
Engine
You
transmission.
can put a nut on the back side of that.
That, a little oil. What's in this?
Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Do we have a little bit of ATF too? That. Just gonna gear up a little mixture and throw down in there. Got that. ATF over here.
And a little bit of it's just don't help at all, does it?
Got some ATF here somewhere. Oh, what's this jug here?
Get a nut. Get a nut on top of that. I just took the die grinder to clean it out so it penetrated pretty decent, I guess.
Do you know where the pail of ATF is, Chad?
The pail ATF is probably over in the other building in the storage container.
I'm just gonna mix up a little stuff and put down here.
Oh, you're gonna have to put some concoction in there, are you?
Yeah.
I had one right there and I didn't use it. That's okay. This is not the favorite thing to do, but if it has to be done,
I already got some here in a container.
it has to be done.
That's the one.
I gotta get down. Gotta get down. Hard to get it.
Just short up with another can of stuff. It's not there. Where'd it go? Right there.
Nice little orange candy. Ouch. We'll let that do its deal there for a minute. Pull this out of the way. There's a nut on the back side of that. Really can't do anything with it. You can't. It's hard to get at or do anything with it other than doing what we're doing. So just get a pair of vice grips. Put in. There's a little tiny hole you can see on the other side. You can see the little tiny square hole that you can get into. That's what I've got going on here. I've got a little tiny hole there. This is the nut that's on the back side. It's a fine thread, and they're so hard up against the side of this here. I would say it would be difficult even to get a ratchet on it. Could you get a ratchet on it? Could you get a ratchet on those?
No, I could barely get a wrench in there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like
sideways. Yeah.
I'm lucky to even get a pair of vice grips on it.
Yeah. Just make up a little concoction with some ATF and some motor oil and some of that other
Some
stuff
ketchup.
there. I'd use some diesel fuel if I had some too. I've just put it in, lube it up, and let it roll around some. See if we can get it turned over a little faster. There's all kinds of different ways to go about it, but we're gonna just try this out a little bit. Go around the other side.
I want that twist off is what I want that to do. Probably should go slow, but
diesel fuel is usually a good little helper, but
I got her. Abstract. I could have been a dentist.
you got her?
I got her.
Sweet.
The ones I'm nervous of are the ones right here.
The outside ones?
Yeah, they must turn right into that piece that's on that door. There's no nuts in behind that one. You wouldn't think, because there's two more right here.
Maybe the nuts made right to the back of that plate.
I'm hoping that they're screwed right in that plate, you know what I mean? If I bust them off in there, and that wouldn't be good.
No. You got heat to them.
Huh?
You could heat it with the torch on the front side, then let the heat go through to the back.
I don't think you're going to gain more heat than
Welding it.
what I'm putting on with a welder, I wouldn't think. That thing was cherry red, was it not? Yeah.
Good, yeah, that'll be all right.
I'll just continue on with that, I guess.
Yeah, you already got an idea geared up. You're good.
Well, it worked for those two.
Right?
So what I'm thinking is there's a piece right here that's bolted. I'm hoping that it's bolted or welded to the side of the car. And then there's two more right here that went through here. I'm hoping that there's no nuts on the back side of that. It doesn't feel like there is. It feels like it's too tight to have a nut on the back side of that. But they have to come out. And I can tell you something. I have more of those because they're in the...
See that? I got right skinny there for a minute.
You did it, Nate. You did it.
Yeah.
Let's turn that bad boy back on. Let's go for another one. No time like the present. Got another nut here. Yep.
Like a big glass. Just cover it up a little bit. Cover that up a little bit. Just try it again. That starter drive. Starter should be
Hard to believe, sit for that long and then hook a battery up to it and the starter still turn her over and the whole bit, eh?
Yeah, the starter might be a little draggy, but I don't know if there's batteries
little
all the way up
funky?
on either, too. But it's just nice to get some more juice going around it. And
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get the ground right onto the starter. So get a pair of vice grips and I hook right to the vice grips right here. Vice grips are always good for a ground. And I get to the other one here. Be a little better than ground all the way through the motor. Right on the starter. These old cables are just... I've got alligator clip ones at the house, but don't want to run her too long and get her hotted up or anything. She's going in there. Not quite fast enough to do anything yet, but maybe that battery is down. Nice to see go a little bit faster. When the valves are stuck, it might. Yeah. I turned over by hand there and nothing hit when I did by hand, so. Well, some of them will come up and hit the valve and crack the valve, but we turned over by hand, nothing bottomed out, so. Something to do with it too. Put that on there. Maybe. Struggle here a little bit today.
Number 3.
Nice.
One more. One more. And then the door is going to be free to be fixed. Free to be fixed.
That's a little faster. There we go. Yeah, battery's down just from...
Wow. Turned over now.
Yeah. Should blow anything up out of there much?
Not a damn thing. It doesn't look like any air or any, like...
Maybe the valves might even be... Well, none hit, but that doesn't mean none stuck. Got a little poof there. That one's got good compression. No compression on number 2. Could be a stuck valve. Try number 3. Nothing on number 3. Number 4.
Baby, I'm thinking that I might win this conversation.
Nothing on that one. Got compression on one cylinder.
That's not going to start.
Not like that, no. So imagine the valves are stuck in it, or the rings are stuck, one or the other. But imagine the head would have to come off and be checked. You could lube it down, let it set for a little bit, but it turns over.
Yeah. We're going to pull all resources off this car for now. The car will not start without compression.
But we know it turns over, know what, we could let that set for a little bit, but if it's got a stuck valve, that probably won't come around.
It probably won't come around.
We'd have
With
to
it, take the head off.
Yeah. Or not unless there's a port on the side we can get at them.
So we have to make the decision. In all honesty, if we want to run the car, the engine would have to come out and something have to be done with it. You're really not going to want to just take the head off in there. I'm not sure.
You could get the head off in there. You can.
No, you can, but I mean, let's face it. Are you going to want to restore that engine and try to get all them valves moving, or would you just take the front end off it and get ready to put a...
Whatever's most reliable for you to run. But yeah, she's got only that one cylinder, so I'll look up. Nothing on them ones. Well, now we know a little bit more about it than what you did anyway. Yeah. Quite a big
Now I
rag.
know a little bit more than I did, he says. Yeah, it doesn't... we have a 265 Chev engine, first engine for Chevy. I sort of like to have that in something else other than this. Then we have a 350 we have. I feel like that needs to go somewhere else. We have a 305 over there we paid cheap money for that we could dress up, make look nice.
Or
we have
327 too, don't you?
Yeah, that needs to be
needs work?
That needs work. And we have a flathead with a 5-speed, a V8 flathead. That would be nice in this. And then again, I keep thinking of the cab over. Do I throw the flathead in the cab over, or do I? We have a few engines that we can shove in. It's just making the right choice for this application, I guess.
Right.
You
probably don't want a standard in this.
Well, it's got a standard in it now.
Yeah. Yeah. Factory.
We'll have to make that decision as we go, I guess. But right now, it's got no compression, and I'm not sure if I want to take that time to try to make it have compression. You know what I'm trying to tell you. So basically, what I'm thinking is, if Paul comes in done the windows, got Doug start ripping off the front end, we could actually put a motor and stuff in it. We wouldn't want to do it with the front end on it.
No,
we have to take that all off. And what do you think, sweetheart?
Is it going to be rock, paper, scissors, Joe?
Well, we can. I mean, let's face it. If we're going to put a different engine in it, we might as well take the front end off it.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely, we'll put it in there right.
Then we can fit
I'm
stuff.
I'm looking at the mounts for where the 6-cylinder is, and the mounts look almost identical to a flathead 8 right up front.
Right up front with the 2 down through.
And I mean, that flathead's been sitting there a while.
That's a little work done to it. It's got 2-barrel Holly on it.
It does. That would make this work.
You get a 6-pack for that too.
I do. I don't know if I go there.
2-barrel Holly would be fine on it.
Yeah. We'll have to make the decision. I'm not sure. I've got one more bolt to take out.
You can sleep on it, that's for sure.
I
On the
don't
motor
know.
side. Well, under shit giggles, I should have seen if it had fire. Don't matter. It ain't gonna run.
Don't matter.
Anyway. We're gonna run anyways.
Doesn't matter.
Don't matter. That's what you got.
I think the V8 5-speed would be.
It would be nice in it, yeah. Is that a T5 you got for that?
Yeah.
Was it
This
a Camaro
thing- this
T5
thing-
or Mustang?
This thing would run along the road good. You know what I mean? And it's not too long. It doesn't look like it'd be too long. I don't want something to have to cut the firewall out of it and stuff.
And their cable clutch, that wouldn't be too bad to gear up.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to cut the firewall out of it
No.
and put the engine in it. It has got a straight 6 in it. It's not that long, is it? Like the piston's probably that big around.
Well, they're quite big in it. The
Lawnmower pistons.
No, they'd be quite big in it.
They'd be quite big?
Yep.
But that's the decision I have to make, I guess, what we're doing.
6 and 8 before. All right, put some of the stuff.
In all honesty, I think the flathead would be pretty cool in that. Run that around, put a flathead in that.
It would fit the era, wouldn't it?
And the cab over truck. I'm not sure what would go in that, but that could be decided after. But it sure would be nice to have an engine that we could run that around, especially where we're taking the time and the money to put the windows and stuff in it. The 5-speed, you could run it on the highway from what I understand all day long. Brings the revs down in it.
See what's in it for gear. Well, figure out what's in it for gears, and then 5-speed would be good in it. Yeah.
So we'll talk about that. See what happens. I got one more bolt to take out here. I want a piece of wood. And the reason I want a piece of wood is because I don't want the door. That'd be fine.
Put some of this stuff your way.
Doug want me to chop it.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, Doug want me to chop it. I don't think he want me having window space at all.
I think you missed the memo on that one. Just for a
Put
minute.
a little piece of metal down in there. When I undo that one,
Hi, Fee.
that door's going to want to shove ahead. And I'm hoping that little piece of metal there will stop it. I'm hoping it will.
All right, what else do I got over here? Cables picked up. Right. It's okay, Fee. You don't get to move. It's okay, Fee.
Get down on the ground. Now, open. Ouch. It's still hot. Just let that slide for a minute. It's not what I wanted to do, but what I have to do. And I've got 3 or 4 of them out in the other car.
She's got some big wiring harness on it. One to the starter wire, and one wire to the coil, and one to the battery. It makes it nice. It's like old 350.
Oh, look at that, nice.
Some of that stuff in the back.
Good heat.
Did you get the other two to turn, Chad?
I did. I'm gonna turn
Nice.
it back. 'Cause
That was missing.
Coming
I
out
don't want to use
sure.
them rags. Okay.
Sure if I want to take that all the way. Nate, you want to hold that door for a
You
second?
sure betcha.
I just want to make sure it don't take off on me too much, that's all. Got a little piece down there, but
Tell me when you're ready.
I'm gonna pull her out. Oh, she's off. You're off already. Just gotta pull it out, that's all.
Them ones threaded right into the back, did they?
Yeah.
Excellent.
You're allowed to let that down if you want and just see what happens. That's just pushing on that square stock. It's not hurting it any, I don't think. Not going anywhere, I don't think. That's too hot for me to touch, to be honest with you. Now, what we're thinking is we'll probably make a shim in behind this square piece here. I'll probably make a pattern of that, drill 4 holes in it, and put a shim in the whole back of the whole thing. Probably the size of that. It's just that I'll make maybe out of sheet metal. We'll start with that.
You try 4 washers and stick behind it and just try it and see if it makes any difference.
Yeah.
Before you made your shim, if you wanted.
Yeah.
That would tell you if it was going to work or not. Does it have slotted holes to come in and out a little bit too?
There's a little bit of a play there, I would say. A little bit. Like, to come out, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really need to come out. It needs to come back a little bit.
Yeah, it just needs the back. What's happening is the door's coming shut and it's falling down, and then we got to pick it up and latch it. But if we put something on the shim and this hinge back here and push it this way a little bit, obviously the back of the door has to go up. So
Yeah. We tried adjusting the striker, but the striker won't do it, so it's going to go the other way.
I'm just kind of wondering. I have to get some of these.
Fine thread, yeah.
I got a couple, I think, out near the garage. You can let that go, I guess.
Should be all right.
Should be all right.
Unless you want to put something underneath it.
I got a piece of wood right there.
Okay, good.
Or not a piece of wood, piece of metal, sorry. Yeah, we'll just leave it. It's fine.
Yep.
It's not going
Okay.
anywhere, I don't think. Not gonna hurt it none. Putting a little pressure on it, but
Might as well put this
pressure's
back
not
in this
hurting anything, I
gear.
don't think. I'm not sure if I need 4 of them or what. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to... Here, Nathan, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to kick that out. I don't need that door wide open. We won't be able to get around here for a second. If you want to take the door, I'll just pull that metal out and then shut the... I'll probably get it myself as that goes. No worries.
Okay, I'll be right
Got
back.
it. I got her.
Got it?
Or I think I do. Yeah. We'll sleep like that for a second. I gotta go over and get a couple bolts. There's a spot over there. That's cool. I gotta
do you
go to
want
the
me
other
to-
garage over there. What's that?
Do you want me to look at them back garnish moldings on
I'd
the
love
inside?
you to. Nathan's the garnish man now.
I guess that's what I get into, isn't it?
There's garnish moldings for the back windows. 2 front ones are welded, filled, and ready. Now he's gonna go for the back garnish moldings. At any point in time, if Jolene shuts the camera down, probably that will be enough for that time, that amount of time, I guess, for a video. But I'm sure she'll be putting it back up again today because there's lots going to be going on with this car and this car. So have a great day. Have a great day, everybody. Please come back. We will be here. We appreciate it. We really do. Some work going on today.